Hi. So, I shaved my head fully to the brim, to the flattest possible place yesterday. And I honestly have to say that I felt like a new baby. And I felt like Austin Powers when he comes out of the liquid goo phase. And I felt like the Matrix, where they get flushed out of the pods. So, okay. So, today I want to talk about the stages and different ways to heal, okay? I actually heal, heal your nervous system, heal your self or whatever, psychologically, medically, physically, spiritually, emotionally, everything, right? Heal, okay? Healed, right? We all want that. So, I don't know if I've seen a video about this before, but I feel like a lot of the videos I watch on this talk about, steps or, things to do or how to do it, right? But I don't know. Or they say, things like, you know, your body will heal naturally on its own, or just that's it, just don't, or just reality recreation, focus on what you want and the self you want and be that self and whatever, right? But I don't think, I don't know, there could be one out there. I just haven't seen a video on this, right? On this way of thinking about it. So I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. So I feel like this is what I feel like, especially having gone through or going through. We're always healing, right? It's an endless process forever. You never reach a stage of I'm healed 100%, ever. So anyway, it's like when I was in the beginning of my journey, I was in such a trauma state, hyper vigilant, freeze, collapse, whatever state. And my mind was like that, and my inner critic was so active, and my throat was closing every single day, and I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't, whatever. So it's I know that what it's like to know that some of the stages or the things they talk about are not for you at a certain point in the journey, right? So what I mean is if let's say you see a video on you know the allow method, right? You're just going to allow. You're just going to let your symptoms be there. Don't fix them. Don't change them. Just, you know, let them, shout and yell at you, but walk with them throughout your day or whatever, right? Like that. Or even visualizations or stuff like that, or just, you know what I mean? Just different modalities, okay? And let's say you were watching something like that and they say, this is how you do it, this is how you heal, this is how I healed, I mean, I feel like some people can discern, oh, that's how they healed, but that might not work for me 100%, or that might be, something that I use a little bit, but it might not be the way that I heal. So I feel like people can discern that, but I know for me that I could not discern that, okay? Because I had so much self-doubt, and I just had no like discernment, okay? Like everything that came in was like, I should do it that way because I'm wrong. I thought I was wrong about everything back at the time. I thought I couldn't trust myself. I thought, you know, people know more than me, you know? So, and I was like a perfectionist, you know, too. So it's like, and I just had so much inner criticism, like, so it's like, if someone said this is how I healed, I would take it as, oh, well, that's how I should heal too. And if I don't do the things that they're doing exactly the right way, then I failed, you know? And like, I'm horrible and I'm never gonna heal and, you know, whatever, right? So I guess I just wanna make this video for people like that, or people that can relate to that state of mind, I mean, because I was there and I don't know, sometimes I guess I wish people would have said along the way, like, oh, you know, this is just my journey. This is how I healed. I don't know how you're going to heal, but, you know, this was how I did. So I just, you know, you take what you want from that and um, don't make it fit. Don't make it like your own, right? I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't know. I guess what I'm talking from is a place of like, you know, if you, not even if you grew up like this, but with severe being under attack every day, criticism, you know, belittling, shame, whatever, right? Like if you grew up with that, you might relate to this, what I'm saying. So, yeah, things don't work at every stage. Um, you know, I feel like the stage that works best for me is the like, you know, slow and steady wins the race. And I don't know. I just feel like for me, it's like my nervous system needs like a lot less pressure. Like no, barely any pressure at all. Like probably none actually. Like if I'm being honest, like literally, like the second that, and I know like, this is just right now. This is just what I'm feeling right now. The second that I see, like if I made a list on my, you know, fridge and I put it up there and it was like, you know, get the groceries or do the, I would look at it, feel like I'm doing everything wrong and failing, and then I would just like rip it up later and be like, well, you're not doing enough, so yeah. So pressure is not the thing for me, okay? And hey, I've met some people, some clients I've had that have said stuff like, you know, I need to just be hard on myself a little bit. Like, I need to be like, girl, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know, what are you doing? What, you know, get your shit straight. Like, what the hell? Like, and that works for them, okay? But I would collapse in that with so much shame and so much, like, self-blame that there's no way, okay? So, like, the whole, like, um, push yourself harder, like, you know, keep going. Like, I just, no, like, literally no, okay? My life needs to be just this, you know? And I'm not saying there's gonna be no ups and downs, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm just going on a rant about that. Yeah. My throat may get stuck a few times during this because I honestly think that I'm not used to like talking so much. Right. Like these past like 10 years, or not even 10 years, like okay, I'm not saying 10 years, but 8, 9 years. I, you can see I'm like defending myself or like correcting things as I talk. It's really funny because it's like, it is hard for me to just talk a straight stream without being like, oh, but I'm not saying this. And I'm trying to get so that people understand me, I think, is what my brain is doing. Um, Being seen is a little tough. Oh, fuck. Sorry, my blood sugar is like 250. Dear God. I have insulin resistance right now, that's for sure. Because I gave so much insulin, but it just didn't work. I haven't exercised for like years. I don't even know. Okay, anyway. Okay. So, yeah, you may or may not be able to listen or hear someone and what they're saying or implement what they're doing depending on where you're listening from. So, like, when I was listening from my incessant inner critic, like intense inner critic, right? And I would watch things. I was so used to feeling shame constantly 24/7 that when I would watch things and I didn't do them, even if they weren't for me, like I would be like, oh my God, I'm horrible. You know what I mean? Like, so like everything was, I wasn't even doing things that felt good to me because I was just so used to feeling like that. So, but now I do things, I go to certain people, certain situations, like certain videos even, because they feel good to me, right? Like if they feel bad even a little bit, I'm just like, no. And then I just back out of it and I do something else. Like even if I'm in the middle of like a movie or something like that and I hate it and I'm like, I don't like where this is going. It might be some trauma in it or something. And then the old me used to do things like, well, you need to like expose yourself to that because you're too sensitive and you need to just, make sure that that doesn't trigger you because you can't ever be triggered and stuff like that. And now it's like, no, I don't want to watch that right now. I'm not. It's not even like I'm not ready for it. Like I just don't want to fucking ever watch any movie with any, you know, that type of abuse, in it. So I don't care. It's just not for me, right? So that, I would say part of what helped me was validating my perfectionistic part of me and my inner critic as well. Like, I remember this one time, I was so drowned out, like, so severe with the inner critic. And I think it was like after something happened, so of course it gets louder then because it's what's running your nervous system. It's what's, active, right? So it's going to be what you're triggered. And I was feeling so low, like so like shameful and just, whatever. And I remember I was like fighting it though. I was like, and it was just like a nightmare. Like all day I was like, oh God, when is this inner critic gonna stop? And it was just horrible. So then I took out my phone and I put in my notes, I wrote down everything that the inner critic was saying, and I said that it's okay to be that, right? I wonder if I have it with me. I don't have my phone with me, but it was like, it's okay that you're fat and ugly. It's okay that your eyebrows are like slightly off. It's okay that your lips don't line up. It's okay that you're so fucking ugly. It's okay that everyone hates you. It's okay that... See, I'm even getting like relief, even just saying it. Like, it's okay if you're just like an horrible, terrible, stupid piece of shit. Like, it's okay. And I remember being like, oh my God, that's relieving. Like, I didn't believe it, but I just said, I didn't resist it anymore. And I did it that way, through that way. Like, it's okay, that you have that. So I feel like that helps, and then knowing that, this inner critic, this perfectionist part, whatever, both of those, they had to like protect you, So one time I was doing IFS, and we were connecting with the inner critic part, and it was like, I think I asked it like, why are you here? Like, what are you afraid would happen if I wasn't here? Um, or something like that. And it was like, well, I need to beat you up because you're gonna get hit if you don't. You're gonna get like smacked and abused if I don't say get the fuck out, and the fuck are you doing here, and you're such a piece of shit. And I was like, whoa. Oh, I see. So like I was gonna get abused, and then, or it came from being blamed for it. I don't know which one, but whatever. It doesn't matter. And I was being abused, and it was like, you're gonna get abused again, so I need to like make sure that you're like out of there, or like, I don't know. I don't know exactly. But point I can't really think fully on that one right now, but I think you'll get what I'm saying when I say it, okay? So I would say just validate it. Like, is what I did. Is that. Also, you'll get there no matter what. Like, you are going to be 100% healed and 100% where you want to be in this life. Because you want to. Because you're focused on it. It's crazy. When I think about that, right? It's like, I don't know, like our minds just separate so much from, this is wrong. This is the wrong path because I, failed, or it didn't go how I wanted it, or, like I didn't get enough money, or I became homeless because I lost so much, or whatever, right? And we think that's the wrong path. But in heaven, or in creation, in the universe, in the source, when we go back there, when our human body dies, it is not good or bad. It just is. You know what I mean? So there's no negative. I've heard this so many times from so many near-death experiences, literally. So that's where I'm coming from with that. But I believe that, especially when I did Bufo. Like, yeah, my mind thought it was bad, right? Oh God, I can't let go. What's wrong with me? But literally in it, there's nothing. There's no comment. There's no like feeling of like that you're getting back to you that says, oh yeah, you're doing it wrong, Lindsay. Like, you need to let go more, or you're not screaming and crying enough, or, whatever. So it's like, it's literally just there, just consciousness, just existence, so, and it's love. It's honestly pure love. So even if, you decide like in your mind that you did the wrong path, or you did the wrong thing because you were like being too obsessive, or thinking like you're gonna fail, or you binge ate one night and fucking your blood sugar went super high, and you just felt like shit. I don't know. It's okay that you did that. Obviously take care of yourself. That's the point, is like we're all able to take care of ourselves as much as we can. Literally. Like, we have survival mechanisms. Like, we do that. We care for ourselves. Whatever. I'm going off on a tangent, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I really don't. It's like all over the place. It really is. I don't know. These spirals are so funny. Yeah, there's no right way. That's what I was saying. Yeah. it's all a part of the process. So we're all doing the best we can. Yep, I said that. Let yourself believe. So, yeah, let yourself believe it. And do that whatever way you need to, right? Like I needed to do bufo, toad medicine, because I needed to see and feel and embody and experience that, you know, God, creator, whatever, is real. And I needed that. I needed that. I couldn't just, um, think it, because my mind would just doubt it. You know what I mean? So I needed that, right? I needed that. I needed, I'm just talking from my experience, everyone's different, but I needed to have like other people tell me along the way, like, okay, I'm gonna watch these tarot readings, or I'm gonna watch these spiritual healers, or I'm gonna, yeah, just ask people, like, you know, how do you think I'm doing, or what's different about me now, or like, am I helping you? I mean, you know, because I'm a therapist. Not like, am I helping you, but just how did that affect you, that session? Okay, I'm glad that worked. Like, I need some feedback, right? I can't just, whatever. So, which I think most people do, and then I did a guided meditation once that, it was one thing that really helped me, actually. It was the meditation for like seeing and visualizing your future self. So at that time, I literally saw and felt the feeling of like my true self as a 50-year-old, right? So right now I'm 34, so like I know that's gonna happen, right? And it's like I saw it, I felt it. It's not just, you know, like a thing that you think. For me, I need that. Um, yeah, letting go of timelines, um, and years that I have left or not left. Like, even if I lived to be 55, I would have another, what, 20 years? I'm only 34, so that's nothing. That's, I have so much time if that's the case. But, um, you know what I mean? It's like, just, we can't control that anyways. It's just, and that's the other thing I think is if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Like sometimes I think that, honestly, like if my blood sugar's like so low that I I had like a couple months where like these sensors like fell off of my arm, and I couldn't I didn't get any like new ones because I was like, they're not covered by insurance. You have to only get a certain number like every couple months or whatever. And I literally didn't know what my blood sugar was, like, as much, because I had to do the needles, pin pricks or whatever. Um, and I would be like walking sometimes because I want to walk still, literally. And I'd carry juice on me and shit, but I was like feeling low sometimes. I didn't have, and I was like, you know what? If I die, I die. Like, whatever, it was good what I did here. I feel good about it. So, I know that's like, I don't know, whatever. These are just my personal things, and I'm just speaking them. Why not? Okay. Yeah, so taking action. Um, I didn't take action until like just now. Yeah, like literally. I didn't, exercise, change my dieting really. I mean, yeah, I went out a couple times, but most nights I just stay home and just watch movies and cuddle my cat. Kofi. Oops. Isn't she so cute? Oh my god. It kills me. In a good way. I like how this mirror is set up, by the way. I always liked mirrors when I was a kid. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. So, yeah, I didn't take action until just now for like exercise or like anything. I'm still not really. I mean, think about it. My body was in a collapse, right? So it's almost like you have to like start from square one. Like, and it's still right now. I just started like dancing once a day, like freely, like dancing and like moving. Um, and I'm gonna start like the not somatic shaking, but the shaking, like your body shaking, you know, because of like stored trauma and stuff like that. I'm gonna start that pretty soon too. But like literally a month ago, I probably wouldn't. My body would have just been like, no, we're just laying down. That's what we're doing. So like, it's okay. Like I spent probably 10 years or more laying down, like essentially laying down, like working from home, sitting, okay, 8 hours, getting maybe going for a drive for like minutes, and then laying down, like going home, watching TV, laying down, movies every night, TV every night, every night. It's like it's almost like if I don't watch TV every night now, I'm like, damn, something's missing. But it's probably fine, but you know what I mean. So like whatever. I just believe, you know what I believe in with that is I believe that your body is ready when it's ready. I don't believe in like forcing shit. I don't believe in like being like, oh God, I'm so lazy, you know, I'm not exercising, what's wrong with me? Like, God, I'm so fat and, you know, whatever. I just, I used to do that shit every fucking day, so clearly I hate it. And I'm over it. Like, I don't want to do that, like, ever. So I just dance right now, but we'll see what goes up from there. Um, yeah, if you're not ready, yeah, your nervous system will not. Okay, yeah. So this is like something that I feel like is talked about actually, but it's like your nervous system is ready. Part of this too is coming from like I've been a therapist for like 10 years. Okay, so I've been a therapist for 10 years. I've also been laying down for 10 years, which kind of makes sense, goes hand in hand. I've always been drained by being a therapist. Actually, not always, but like, I remember my first job as a therapist, like outpatient. I literally tried to kill myself like a few months in. Not because of the job. Not because of the job. And I don't mean to laugh at the suicide. It's bad. I don't know if I can even say that word, but I'm sorry. I laugh at it for my own personal coping, but it's a very serious thing. But yeah, and I was like pretty much collapsed after that. So yeah, and my job, I feel though like the therapy, like I don't know how other therapists do it. I really don't. I actually don't know how I'm doing it either, but I'm also not seeing like 8 or 7 or 8 clients a day anymore. Like it's probably like I don't know 6, 5, but that's still a lot for me. But before I don't know how I did it. I was just and you know plus like I felt like a strong like responsibility for them to heal them and like fix them and everything initially. So like I had a lot of anxiety and you know every all whatever imposter syndrome and all of that. So and a struggle with feeling my own emotions too. So it's like if someone else had an emotion come up, my body would just be like, no, no, like we don't want to feel that, right? I didn't. So it would be like I would try to like get through it, but after the sessions I would often be triggered and, spiral or feel, a lot of self-criticism, self-hatred, or just dissociate for like, so I could see why part of it is that, like, I was very overwhelmed, and that's part of why I started laying down. I know there's other things, but whatever. um, I've talked about that already. But yeah, so your nervous system will know. um, Everything you do along the way, it doesn't matter what you do or how you do it, really. I don't think so. I really don't. I think if you want to get there and you're like believed in it and you already know it to be done and it's already done, you'll get there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's weird because I feel like you're like too, like, if you know this stuff, it's like your spirit guides, your guidance, whatever, even like God itself or whatever, creator. Um, it's like if you're meant to be like moving forward too as well, like, or you're in the wrong, job, or far off your, not wrong, but just if you're off your path, right, which is part of the process, right? So um I don't know why I said it like that. That was fucked up. But it's like it'll kind of guide you back on it anyway by doing things like, making them the job fire you, or making it so stressful that you like, get an autoimmune disease and you just can't do it anymore, and you actually like break down, stuff like that, or like kick you out of your apartment, or have your neighbors be, really mean or whatever. Like it'll happen, because it's going to be forced or really difficult, you know. So it's just going to happen anyway. It's just going to happen. So it's like, yeah, yeah. I have a friend that she is like a shaman, like, spiritual, and she said that like her guides like talk to her and everything, and like she'll just trust them now. Like if they, if she's like one place, like, I don't know, out in like the Himalayas or something like that, and the guidance comes in saying leave tonight, like get on a flight to blah blah blah, to Israel or something. Not Israel, no, that was wrong. To like Japan or something, right? She'll just do it. She'll be like, okay, yeah, right? Whereas, like, I feel like in this journey, it's like I learned to just trust my guidance along the way. Like, I feel like I'm starting to actually trust it, but, you know, it's, I don't know. I guess what I want to say to people, especially coming from a perfectionist, highly critical, self-critical mindset, is you are going to get there no matter what. Like, there isn't anything wrong that you can do. It's all just learning, you know? If you, take a chance, feel drawn to something, and you want to do it, go ahead. Like, if you don't do it, that's okay too. If you're too scared, or you're not ready, or you back out, or, whatever, it's okay. If you don't take any action, that's okay too. If you, decided that you had a new reality and you wrote it down and you said, okay, I'm the new self now and I'm going to act that way and I'm going to get that and everything. And then you like, beat yourself up all day or whatever, like, and then you're saying, well, I won't get it now because, I did the wrong thing all day, you're still gonna get it, okay? Like, you cannot fuck up. You can't. There's no wrong. Like, at all. One time in yoga, there was a studio I used to go to, and they said this thing at the end of every session that was, I accept myself as I am, I accept others as they are, and I accept life as it is. And honestly, it's okay if you don't, too. Like, but what I'm saying is, like, life, in my life, like, it's just gotten to that naturally over time. You know? I didn't have to force it. I didn't have to, you know. And here's the other thing I want to say, because I already know you're thinking it. It's okay that you are forcing, or that you can't stop. It's okay that you still have the doubt. It's okay that you're, being hard on yourself. That's okay too. Everything is all okay. All of it. And it's okay if you can't receive that either. You know what I mean? I know that I sound so fucking annoying, but it's true. It's true. If you need something to tell yourself, like, oh, that's not okay, or I need to focus over here, or control this thing, or otherwise I won't get it, or whatever. That's okay. Oh my god, I've said that's okay like 28 million times. Even I'm annoying myself. Holy shit. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I hope that helps somebody, even if it helps like one person, just to hear it. Yeah. And that, we're all in this together too. That, the separation is just a facade. We're all one, we're all souls, we all want the same thing. Not all the time, but like, basically. Basic similar things, We all want love, we all want belonging, acceptance, appreciation, praise, whatever, We all want that. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you.